And sometimes I hear your name. Sometimes I hear your name. It reminds me of the pain. Well, I guess you picked me right. 'Cause I am a foolish man. But at least I understand. But at least I understand. And I've learned to live with it.
You doing, Janice? Hope you're doing good. Anybody else that's just showed up? Hope you're having a good day. Gary, how you doing, buddy? You must have got your top secret load in and home fine and well. I had to go to bed. I was about ready to fall asleep sitting here watching you. Cool. Heading to an appointment, huh? Gee, I get the hemorrhoids checked or what? Told you get a softer seat in that truck. Help people to sleep. I don't know about that. If I were to have that on when I'm sleeping, I'd be having truck driving flashbacks. Ah, replace the motor mount, huh? So you got to do take it up there. I really hope you're not driving while you're typing. Home getting ready, huh? Gotcha. Whatever happens to come up. Say, turn your cam on while you're driving and jump on the panel. I've certainly watched enough stuff that I could definitely blow a gasket at the government, but that wouldn't do me much good. So you're doing just going up, dropping the truck off? Yeah, be just dropping the truck off, or you staying there? What you got to do? That's what I figured, dropping it off. Everybody else is lurking. Seems kind of quiet today. Seems to be YouTube lately. Everybody's been quiet. Well, most everybody. Yeah, I see that. So is mine. So maybe my theory is correct that they're going to stop their shenanigans and well, they're never going to stop their shenanigans. They're going to do whatever they can do, whether they think they can get away with. But I am really surprised that Diego's vid is still up, though. That does really surprise me. Well, considering that, all right, buddy, you have a safe trip. Else, considering that the lawyer that was censoring the stuff that Twitter was releasing, unbeknownst to Elon Musk, he didn't know he was doing that. Who just happened to be a former worker of the CIA and the government and other places. I can't remember exactly where. But he resigned from the government, went to work for Twitter because he was under criminal investigation in the government. It must be nice when you break the law and the only thing you got to do is resign from your job. Talk about inequality under the law. So it'll be interesting to see what gets released now. You doing, Wanda? Good to see you. That's one thing I personally think needs to stop is that they get caught breaking the law, and the only thing they have to do is resign from their job, and they're good to go. Whereas you and I in places right now is some places, if you so much as don't wear a mask, they'll throw you in jail, unfortunately, which is insanity in itself. But and speaking on Canada's terms, I kind of got a kick out of Trudeau, praising China's government model and how they handle things and all that stuff, and then coming back and saying, well, the protesters over there, they just deserve to have a voice and be heard by their government, stuff like that, while they're still trying to prosecute people from the convoy for doing the same thing. Isn't that interesting? Talk about a two-faced little, bone smoker. How's that? How doing, Ove, my brother? Hope you're feeling good. And then you got Biden here, who pretty much give a Saudi prince and his two lackeys a pass for murdering a journalist. Much to the behest of the judge, who couldn't do squat about it because, political protections. That's awful nice. That ties back into stuff. Yeah, I bet it does, Uwe. I don't envy you there at all, buddy. So I guess not only can politicians in your own countries literally get away with murder. Cindy D, good to see you. They literally allow other ones in other countries to do it. Quite literally get away with murder. Yeah, I heard about Rod Stewart's 11-year-old son collapsing from heart problems. But, is he going to come out publicly and start speaking out? His influence would certainly be a help, that's for sure. You doing, Brian? Yeah, I know, Uwe. And then they're, and then they're trying to smear DeSantis in the news about him not forcing people to take the old jib jab and shit. I myself personally think it should be criminal to force anybody to take that crap, let alone kids. Hey, MVC. I tell you what, MVC, I don't give a fuck if I lost followers or not. No way in hell. Oh, for sure. Getting the word out for sure. I mean, it just sickens me to think that somebody would choose a career over the safety of not only their children but everybody else's. Just absolutely insane. But people just keep right on doing her. It's just like being blind to what's going on about how these people get into those positions. I was watching the new prime minister from Great Britain talking about how they're, dealing with stuff over there. And it's like the only thing I could get in the back of my mind is he's not even in touch with enough of the local man's reality to know how to put gas in a car and walk into a goddamn gas station. And is untrained enough to when he went and rented a car to make it look like that he was one of the average people. But yet he spewed all over the news like he knows what's best for the average person. Planning a push. What is that, Uwe? Yeah, some are MBC. And that's not a disability. It's just the way some people learn. Some people learn visually. Some people learn orally. Oh, one real gun, several fake guns. And the real gun's probably the one they planted, Uwe. Most of them way over 65 years old. Oh, man. Yeah, I seen that, Brian. Traded a so-called basketball star for an arms dealer. Well, I mean, I'm glad they got her out of there and stuff like that. But in the same token, she shouldn't have been that stupid as to do what she did. So what are they going to do? Uwe, go over there and throw their diapers at them? They probably charge them with biological weapons. Glued themselves to airports? I guess I missed that one. Climate terrorists to glue themselves to airports. Well, they should do is let them glue themselves to the outside of the airplane. That'd be all right with me. I'm all for that. Getting climate lockdowns, huh, Mike? They think if they keep everybody in the house that they're going to keep the winter from warming up if they don't open the doors or what? I mean, if I got my wood stove cranking, I open my front door. That must be adding to climate change. Yeah, that's crazy up there, Mike. That's just going to get nuts. If the people up there in Canada allow that stuff to pass, wow. You talk about a time when you guys be needing another protest. They're going to fence people have in and have cameras. Okay. Well, if they fence me and got lots of cameras, they're going to be getting lots of strawberries. Or raspberries, I guess you could call it. Because I'll literally whip them down and take a dump right on their camera. All right, Uwe. Well, then maybe they'll do like they're talking about people in China, and they're praising, all the media's praising people in China. You know, go up there and rip their damn cameras down. They seem to think it's all right for the Chinese people to do it. Old Trudeau think it's great. Yep, they need to have a bunch of people up there protesting their in Canada, and make sure you got videos going of Trudeau and how he thinks that the Chinese people are doing such a great job and they need their voices heard and stuff like that. I bet you if you had videos of that going at the same time, they wouldn't even allow the cops to come near you because they don't want that on the news. It's all about optics. Use his own damn words against him. Hey, Zero TV. How you doing, buddy? I'm doing pretty good today. I actually stopped in on your Twitch channel a little bit there yesterday. You were doing some gaming stuff. Yeah, we're all thinking the same thing, Uwe. And Gary's been watching it, and a couple other people have been watching it. Mine's still up from the discussion I had the other day. I really thought that would have tripped the trigger, and it still might. I don't know. I could look tomorrow and have no channel. You know, you just never know when they decide they might want to get frisky and drop the old band hammer. I still got to get used to that whole Twitch thing, man. There's more shit going on there than you can shake a stick at. Well, I tell you, Uwe, it might be the fact that they're getting a little nervous about what's coming out of Twitter, because maybe they finally might start paying attention to the documents that Dr. Shiva has, where these companies allowed government agencies and politicians backdoor access to their systems. because guess what? Then they're no longer protected from lawsuits because they were an extension of a government agency or a politician. You can't do that. That's one thing I'm kind of surprised is we don't have many people on here from Great Britain. I mean, I know we got one from Scotland, one from Ireland, Steve Perrin, but he's on Zounds. He's from England, or England proper, or Great Britain, I should say. But nobody else, or at least not that I'm aware of anyway. And I guess I need to, give me 1 second, folks. Let's see. Come on. Do. Wow, that's pretty simple. Twitch TV in my name. I'm going to here's my Twitch channel. Basically just Twitch TV / Lead Guitar Man 1. How you doing, Melissa? Good to see you. Michael Brown, good to see you. I likely am going to at some point in time put something together to shall we say do a coming out on Twitch or whatever. But I want it to be a little more I want to have some stuff around because I can actually on Twitch show stuff and talk about those things. So it'll have to be specifically Twitch because I sure as hell won't be able to do it on YouTube. Thank you, Zero. Appreciate it. Thanks, Brian. guess I need to update my descriptions here on ScrewTube. Alrighty. That's now done. Yeah, I think over there I can. How many actually have a Twitch account? How many people go on Twitch? Type a 1 in the chat if you go on Twitch. Oh, for sure, Wanda. No doubt. Hi, Italian Princess. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope the puppy's doing well. I don't know. I don't go to the BS channels anymore, so I try to stay away from them. I think right at the moment, a lot of these politicians and governments right now are trying to sweep through whatever they've gotten And while they're candy talking what's going on in China, saying, "Oh yeah, we support the people over there and stuff." I wonder how much they'd support the people over here if they were tearing their cameras. Interesting question. Of course, they'll never ask them that on the spot. Of course, I'd like to ask Biden why he seems to think it's okay to stop the court hearings to murder of a reporter. Yeah, you ain't wrong there, Uwe, especially over where you're at. A lot of the information being researched on the CV, the COOF, is coming out of Germany, but yet their politicians are ignoring their own scientists. It's quite interesting. Talk about jumping through some fucking hoops. But same thing down there in Australia. In New Zealand, I don't even talk about. Holy crap. You talk about a shit show. That was one place that I actually thought I might want to visit at one point in time, but not now. That's definitely off my list. I won't step foot in that place. Their politicians are nuts. I think they're all trying to give Kim Jong-un a run for his money. Yep. And you know what those protesters ought to do, Uwe? Hand them back a little of their own medicine. Yeah, probably wouldn't be a bad idea, Mike. Gary wants to know if I'm taking pictures of my marbles where all the noise. Poor Gary. Well, time to quit two-timing me there, Carmen. If he'd send me more pictures, I wouldn't have to take any. Yeah, I seen that, Uwe. Baby New Zealand needs an urgent surgery, and the parents don't want to have any blood or needs a transfusion. They don't want any blood that has been from a vaccinated person. And I can't say as I blame them. It's already been proven that it stays in the bloodstream. Shit, some places up to 90 days, I think. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but I could be wrong. I said, tell Gary to send me more pictures, and then I won't have to take Polaroids. Yeah, I don't blame you, Uwe. I don't blame you one bit in the least there, guy. Um, well, it's Polaroids. I mean, it's instant film there, Carmen. I see you almost slipped up the other night when you said I was going to be over. What's up with that? Gary's going to get suspicious here pretty soon. I'll tell you the thing about that kid in New Zealand too. They uh, forcefully taken away from his parents. All I can say is they ought to be glad it's not a person like me, because there's only one way that happened. Did you get the email there of Phil's truck there, Carmen? Yeah, I know that's nuts, Uwe. That's absolutely nuts. Yeah, Uwe, he's taking his truck down. He's got to drop it off so he can get some work done. Do it tomorrow. Oh, he's home. I thought he was taking his truck down. Either that or he hasn't left yet. Or righted either, for that matter. Your volume sucks and you didn't hear what I said. Yeah, I know. That's a fun thing about phones. That's why I always carry a Bluetooth headset, because I can't hear shit on my phone. Yeah, I don't even talk on my phone without the headset. I should say very seldom do I. Speakers on them are garbage. But anyways, back on track. Um, some of the things that I've seen when they're talking about distributions and the supply chains, not only here in the United States but other countries. Um, their claim is that, well, we just can't, we don't know what's going on, and the rates of stuff, and we're trying this and we're trying that, and well, yeah, you dumb shits did this shit on purpose. I mean, you still got farmers in the Netherlands driving their tractors into the city centers and shit, protesting. Um, as far as I know, they're doing the same thing in New Zealand. To what level, I don't know. Um, Brazil's still a major shit show, although I think they're doing it right. How you doing, Alice? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. They managed to get a hold of the curve, or get ahead of the curve before they could pull their whole bullshit. I have a feeling that's going to be it's going to be a model, not only here in the States but in many other countries. I don't think they got shut down. They're trying to shut them down, Uwe. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I had a cousin sick, huh, Alice? Was it with the coof or something else? Oh, shit. Damn. Sorry to hear it. Yeah, give him my condolences. Damn. That'll certainly wreck your world. No doubt about that. No doubt about it. Hey, how you doing, Bananas? Yeah, I can imagine, Alice. That would certainly do it. I don't know what the hell I'd do. I mean, wow. I can't even imagine. I don't even want to imagine. How you doing, Gerald? Good to see you. But we got to get you a fishing spot where you catch some fish, guy. Yeah, you're not wrong there, Alice, for sure. I'm hanging in there, Gerald. Um, I don't know, Alice. I think that we're going to be at an impasse pretty soon to where only so much stuff is going to be able to be pushed on the people before shit blows up. 70 degrees and you're stuck at work. Oh, Jesus. I wish it was 70 degrees here. 70 degrees in the house. That's about it. Give me just 1 second. I'll find you a link there, Carmen. Here you go, Carmen. How you doing, Casey? Good to see you. It's 80 there, Sonia? Holy smokes. Oh yeah, that the runoff elections today down there in Georgia, isn't it, Alice? Yeah, but Dennis, what the hell is up with that? They ever give a motive for what went on there? Yeah, I've heard the same thing, Casey Mallory. Yeah, but Uwe, you generally don't think that you're going to have people running around shooting up power plants for no reason. You know, I mean, either the guy's a whack job or it's a setup. Either just as likely as the other anymore nowadays. It wasn't you, though, Ibanez. No, that's funny shit. Mandate's still in effect in Georgia. And by the way, people, I really don't usually care, but please hit the like button. Give it a thumbs up. No, Alice, I have so much stuff I'm watching. I don't watch any one particular state. Mine says 15 at the moment, Casey. I don't know, Uwe. I probably should. He's been having hard times with the notifications like I have lately. There's been I've had times when I pulled up my drop down notifications, they've been blank. Yep, she's doing well. She's sleeping right now, Bananas. Yeah, Alice, I tell you, notifications lately have been hit and miss for everybody. I'll sometimes get them. Sometimes I'll get them a couple hours later. Sometimes I won't get them at all. Canada enforced a beer tax. How much more tax is paid on that? Holy shit. Most everybody around here ignores all that shit now. Very few people do you see wearing masks. The hospitals maybe, but wow, a 7% tax on beer? Holy crap. Damn. All I say is, if I was you guys, I would be on the phone every damn day to your politicians asking them what the hell. Email them, call them, everything, ram all their systems, everything. Yeah, no doubt, Sonia, no doubt. You know, what's funny is when I went in the hospital too, I literally asked the nurse that was in charge and the doctor that was there um, if they actually thought that was effective, and the doctor was emphatically no. And I said, "Well, then why in the hell are you putting up with the charade?" He says, "Well, I want to keep my job." So okay, I didn't ask him about the old jib jab, but because I'd have probably got pissed. Uh, you try to call the Democrats, say they hang up on you, Alice. They probably got your number in the warning box. I think that's a good idea, Alice. Minimum wage for politicians. Absolutely outstanding idea. Yeah, physics and common sense doesn't support it, Gerald. But we've lost common sense in the world. That's not allowed anymore. Some come stand behind me after some Taco Bell. They'll find out their mask doesn't work. And it ain't perfume they'll be smelling. They don't ask me, Mallory. My family doctor's totally against it. He actually lost his practice over it. That's funny, Alice. Well, there's less and less people believing it. I know that, Sonia. There's no doubt about that. Less and less people. No, I haven't, bananas. I can barely keep up with half the news I see. Well, I'm talking my kind of news, Gerald, not mainstream media news. Yeah, MVC. They got your doctors working in emergencies because they have doctors dying of that sudden adult death syndrome. Funny that, huh? I wonder what could be causing that. Strange, man. You guys got something wrong in your water up there or something there, Mike? Yeah, Casey, you're not wrong. Well, I don't avoid anything. There's certain things that I do trust for, shall we say, trustworthy information. Um, but I still try to verify everything. Yeah, Mike, we wouldn't know what it is, would we? Got to be the water. Might be too much hockey. That's what it is. Too much hockey. They're overstressing themselves watching them hockey games all the time. Yeah, you ain't wrong there, Alice. We're going to be in a long fight for that in a lot of states, though. Mine being one of them. Seems we have the trifecta of witches up here. One representative one time that actually made the mistake of calling me back. I was chewing on his ass for 45 minutes. Funny now, they won't return my phone calls. Well, the good thing is just think about it this way. Every time we, send an email or make a phone call or anything like that, it might not seem like a lot, but on the positive side, it does drive a few of them nuts. Not that they aren't already, but it's the little things in life, that reads the Constitution again. Good one, Alice. I like that. That's a good idea. Call them up and read them a part of the Constitution each day. That's a good idea. Yeah, you can't vote when you're drunk, but you can vote when you're dead. That's perfect. Oh, I'm in Michigan, Casey. You wouldn't want to talk to me, Bananas? Come on. I'm a nice guy. I don't scream, holler, nothing. Yeah. Funny how they say they'll work on that, ain't it, Alice? Hey, Big D. Jamie's Madhouse raid, huh? Well, drop a link. I'm not sure who Jamie's Madhouse is, but all right. Yeah, no kidding, Uwe. Heck, Uwe, you could probably vote over here. Yeah, no, no doubt, Gerald. Yeah, I've showed Michigan's on this channel, and it's like there's no gray area there. No gray area whatsoever. I don't know if it's the first person to run, dead person to run and win. I think there was one before Sonya. I could be wrong, but I think there was one before. Yeah, I went around and watched that panel. That was hilarious. I cannot believe that's still up. Jamie's Madhouse, huh? All right, let me take a look at that. One second here. Oh, the end of the stream. What the shit? Okay. The big dice. Ah, from the UK, no doubt. I'll have to sub him up and jump on there and check that out. Seems we don't have a lot of Great Britain's people's point of view over here. How you doing, AMC? Yeah, absolutely, big dice. Well, good. Yeah, you can get a carry permit here in Michigan too, Gerald. But the thing that I don't like about it is you have to get the permit to carry. You shouldn't have to. That's a constitutional right, in my opinion. You going to bed, AMC? All right, guy. You have a good one. Have a good sleep. Guy, girl? I think it's a guy. I could be wrong. I think they can take their digital anything and shove it where the sun don't shine. I think it's been the bane of a lot of our problems. See, the permit system, Gerald, in my mind, is nothing more than a backdoor, uh, shall we say, they're not supposed to be making lists of people with firearms, and that's exactly what they use it for. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. Yeah, you're correct, Alice. It has everything to do with that whole great reset idea. After watching a few of that, and I went through and read some of the stuff on the WEF website. You know, and every time I say that, it reminds me of wrestling, but it's just as stupid. So, yeah, the Christ, I lost my train of thought on that one now. The goal that they have basically to me is like the precursor to Hunger Games. They want areas that are you're going to grow and make this here, and you're going to grow and make that there, and all this, but nobody's going to be able to be self-sustainable. That's what they want. Yep, Gerald. And 100 years ago, nobody would have batted an eye at someone carrying a firearm. That's how quickly that stuff's changed. That's another thing that we need to get rectified in this country. I don't know about the other ones, man. They are They are really screwed, in my opinion. For the time being, Gerald, but they want to take that away. That's why they're closing farms down in the Netherlands, New Zealand, and things like that. And why do you think you got all these billionaires buying up farmland here in the States? Yeah, imagine that, Alice. Isn't that quite ironic? Well, what they want is they want a Chinese model where they have a relatively small group of rich parasites that live off the labors of the rest of the people on the world. And that's what they're trying to do. Hey, how you doing, Zilla? Good to see you. Ain't seen you in a while. Cheers, buddy. I think that's something that needs to happen too. That we need to get things back onto a constitutional standing. Well, what triggered them, Alice, is the lockdown thing, and ain't anybody gonna bullshit me otherwise. I mean, they're literally trying to give them a PCR test every damn day, and that's just insane. And then if someone in a building becomes test positive, then they take everybody in the building and take them to basically an internment camp where they lock them up for I don't know how many days, 20 some odd days, I gather, and they have to pay for it. There's a whole lot of not no but hell no going on there. 2 more Chinese police stations found in Canada. I hope they are arresting them cocksuckers, Brian. I really hope the RCMP is actually doing their damn job up there instead of harassing people. Oh, a lot of politics from all over the world here, Zilla. A lot of crazy going on in the world. Yeah, that's well. What I gather started is they had locked some people inside a building, and allegedly the damn thing caught on fire, and the people couldn't get out. The claim was that only 10 people died in a high-rise building. Yeah, okay, sure. There's only 10 people in there. Right. We know the density of the Chinese population. Yeah, trying to get information out of there is pretty tough, Alice. They literally go through people's phones every time they are checked to see if they have VPNs to try and get past the censors. I mean, I know there's ways to do it that's pretty hard to detect, but I'm not going to mention them on here, just in case one of them's using them. Yep, definitely follow Mike on Twitch. Me and him had a decent discussion there a few days back, just to kind of test the waters. We'll have to do that again in the future there, Mike. Yeah, I want to see how that works out for him, Big D. Really? Wanda, you're kidding me. Oh, there's more and more stuff moving over there, Alice. I'm thinking about start doing an actual kind of show over there because I can play videos and actually talk about them reasonably without having to beat around the damn bush worry about getting censored or my channel taken down. As far as I know right now, Wanda, they're arresting the ones that were trying to enforce, shall we say, extrajudicial laws outside of the country that were not laws of Canada. But I mean, that's been, I can remember stuff like that 20 years ago, so how you doing, American Girl? For them to say it's something new to me is means that they haven't been paying attention, because it certainly is not new. I'm Kevin, one step at a time, Alice. Right now, getting enough people on Rumble ain't working out so good, but that and their system's pretty convoluted over there, in my opinion. I haven't checked Odyssey in a while. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea there, Mike. Well, they just got to have the money to do it, Big D. Got one strike lifted today. All right, Alice. I certainly can't say that. Not even the least. Only 22 pages? Alice, come on now. You're slipping. How you doing, Rick? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. What we got there? Yep. Yep. I've seen a couple of those, Rick. Yeah, Smart City. If you guys are 15-minute city, if you guys haven't heard that, their goal is that you'll have to travel no more than 15 minutes via bike, mind you, not car, via bike, to get everything that you quote unquote need to live. And you're only going to be allowed outside that zone so many times a year. And if you exceed that, they'll fine you. And there's already cities planning on doing that. Unfortunately, Uwe, that could be a reality at some point in time. As funny as it sounds, but it really could be not funny. Yeah, I'd heard that it's Melbourne, Australia, and I heard that there's possibly a pilot going on in Houston, Texas. I want to see that one. I want to see how long that lasts. Oh, that's going to be an absolute clown show. You know, Jamie's Madhouse. I I just caught your. I had to back up the chat. I wasn't in the thing. I hear you are over in the UK. Give him some protection up. Sorry about that, guys. I was taking care of a little bit of things I need to take care of here on the computer real quick. But Jamie's Madhouse, if you're still sitting back in the back, definitely speak up. I'd like to hear from you over there. I've not heard from a lot of the people over in Great Britain. I mean, we've got Germany and Scotland and Australia and quite a few other places yet. Yeah, it's the thing, Dice, is when you see the videos, it's hard to believe that that's even real, and people ignore it. And what they don't understand is that's what they want. I wouldn't even be able to visit my kids or my grandkids because they're well outside that zone. Of course, I don't think I'd barely be able to make it to town in 15 minutes. Of course, they wouldn't want me living where I'm living right now either. So, I find hilarious as they're running pilot programs on that, and we're not hearing anything about any of the people from the inside of those things that are going to be affected by this. Of course, I bet they're being very careful about where they're picking. They're probably making sure that they got mostly people who will buy into that baloney. Yeah, that's 10 minutes for a small town for me, Casey Mallory, by vehicle. Yeah, I can believe that, bananas. I'll be right back. One sec, people. All right, I'm back. Hey, doing, Marjo? Good to see you. Did I freeze up? Everybody quit talking? Bueller? Nope, don't look like it. All right. And just in case nobody knows, Judicial Watch is going to be fighting a court case. Trying to remove CRT from schools. So if you guys don't, especially Americans, if you don't watch Judicial Watch, you should check them out. You should definitely give them some support because they're the only people in this country that's actually trying to hold our government accountable. I will get you guys a link in case you're not familiar with it. They always have a lot of good information, and they don't bullshit. And hello, then there, Jamie's Madhouse. I gotta get used to seeing your name in my chat. By the way, you're more than welcome to jump up on panel. Don't be bashful. No, I've not heard of that. What's 380 people? I'm trying to figure out what you're getting at there. Unfit to serve. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. Oh, that wouldn't surprise me one bit in the least, considering their age, bananas. It wouldn't surprise me at all. It's like, where do you draw the line there? What are you talking about, Wanda? Too many people believing Shiite that's not true. Like what? Give me some examples. Too many people believing stuff that's not true. Well, yeah. Like the old jib jab will stop you from catching it. Yeah, that's not true. Stop you from spreading it. Yep, that's not true either. Stop you from getting sick. Oh, yep, that's not true either. You'll still get sick even if you got the old jib jab. Now I can go on and on and on with that, but if that's what you're referring to, I absolutely agree with you, 100%. Oh, but that's not outside the realm of possibility. Uh, Craig Kelly on Newsmax. No, I've not seen that. I know I seen something that referred to that, and I wasn't convinced that that was true. Until I see him perp walk into jail, then I might buy it. But beyond that, it's all a dog and pony show. Yeah, go ahead, Bananas. All right. Hmm. Well, I don't see anything in the missile search. How you doing, Aussie? Aussie, good morning or evening in my case. Casey, I think it's a matter of a little too much, a little too late. That was behind the times. I'm putting in there. Holy crap, Wanda. That the link to Gray Wolf's bananas? All right. I will check that out. Well, Brett got hit for excessive name changing. And that's no joke. He did. Yeah, I seen that, Casey. Won't start Q this week? What's that mean? Oh, quarantine. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, he sure did, Aussie. Sure did. Oh, I like the tinfoil hat. That's quite interesting. I'll have to watch that later. Check it out. You got 4 bottles, huh? Vanilla Coke. Oh, I see. Next thing you know, you'll be getting the jib jab. You'll be getting boosted to the moon. Possibly, Casey. I think they're referring to quarantine, though. That was a joke, bananas. That was a joke. Usually Hector can sniff out a live panel. Surprisingly, he's not here. Usually he's on this one. He's a good guy, though. I like him. Oh shit! Bananas thought that was true. Now the other one about the excessive name changes is true. That one is true. I would check into it, Casey. I bet you probably could. In Pamela Anonymous. Get him detoxed. Huh? Somebody will sneak in and oil his chair up too. That would be bad. That would be real bad. I've never had a Twitter account, but if it keeps going, I might make one. Seeing as how I believe you can live stream out of Twitter now too, I think. Somehow it seems like I've heard that somewhere. Yeah, same thing here, Bananas. Yeah, I got a Twitch account now. I should probably post that again. If not, it's in the description, people. I will be at some point in time, depending on what happens here on YouTube. I may start doing some stuff on Twitch that I can't do here, which means it might actually be like an actual, where I can play videos and stuff and break them down and talk about and not have to hold my tongue. So it'll be probably much more entertaining. By the way, anybody that's got a Twitch account does my Twitch channel. I do in the future believe I will be starting to do some live streams over there, maybe in conjunction with this one, and then I'll just shut this one off when I want to get down and heavy and dirty, depending on how YouTube wants to play things out. I haven't done anything over there yet, but that is a plan in the future. Yes, it does, doesn't it, Big D? Sounds like a new album. Something else I need to get my ass after. Need to, thanks, Bananas. I need to give her one more go around before I meet my maker. You know, Dice, that's not a bad idea. Down and dirty. Not a bad idea at all. Well, there's definitely no lack of topics, that's for sure there, Big D. Yeah, I wasn't on Twitch either, Casey, until I did a live stream with Mike over there, and considering the stream didn't get taken down and the video didn't get taken down, which would have over here. Yeah, it looks like you're allowed to at least speak your mind within reasonability over there. So we'll see. And from what I can see, they do a little bit more to protect their users than rather than try to censor them at every turn that they can. They shot the algorithm, huh? I got an algorithm for you. Shove her up where the sun don't shine. You're a person, not a robot made up. Yep, Wanda, I have to agree with you on that one. I would bet you're a person. So going back to what I was talking about earlier, how many people in here would actually abide by if they were to pass the whole 15-minute city idea, where you couldn't travel so many times outside of your 15-minute zone of your house? How many people would actually abide by that? Of course, with me or my wife, work would dictate further than 15 minutes outside the house anyway. So, but I'm trying to figure out how to. Well, I know how they'd figure that one out, but yeah. We have a no from Wanda for sure. And let's say that leaving for work outside of that area was okay, but nothing else. You know, kind of like getting work released from jail. Oh, it's a thing, Tyson. That's part of the whole WF's idea. They're actually test piloting it right now in cities, in a couple different cities. Um, let's see here. Yeah, here's one of the places they're test piloting it. Tyson. There's a quick link to a video talking about what they're trying to do with the whole 15-minute city idea. Yeah, I bet there's going to be a lot of that big dice. No more farm markets or anything like that because they don't want people to be able to sustain themselves locally. And this is why I tell everybody, you got to support your local communities. If you don't live in a big city, you have to support your local businesses and your local communities. Sometimes that might mean paying a little more. Actually, at farmers markets, I usually pay less for fruits and vegetables. But the things that they're trying to do and the things that are coming up, the only way, because what they don't want is they don't want communities to be able to sustain themselves on their own. They want to control every damn aspect of your life. And if you think that's bullshit, you ain't been paying attention. Yeah, that Tyson Hook, that, yeah, I'll let UV explain it. That's a joke. They're making a mountain out of a molehill, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised if that wasn't a setup. Yep, you ain't wrong there, Dice. Well, the thing it is, the reason prices are going through the roof is because of distribution. They and you're correct there, Wanda. They want driverless vehicles and all kinds of stuff, deliveries where there is no person in control except for them. But they don't want. That's why they're hitting all these farmers in these other areas. They want to reduce their ability to be able to sustain an area. By there's a lot of different avenues going on with that. Example being a lot of farmland being bought up by big corporations and billionaires and stuff. Yeah, Dice, you're correct. A lot of the young ones can't take care of. They couldn't take care of themselves. And the past 2 years is going to have a big hit on how they grow up and how they see the world. They're never going to catch up on the education they lost in the past 2 years. Lucky for some kids, they have parents or grandparents that were able to continue their education through this time. But there's many that didn't. Yep, Dace, you're not wrong there. But anybody that thinks that this is all bullshit, you can go right on the WEF's website and read all their documents. It's all laid out of what they have planned for the future of humanity. That's the world they want. And they're already putting the shit in place and doing it, much to the chagrin of the people, much to the chagrin of their own countries. It's like the WHO being in charge of the old vaccination passports and stuff. Basically, the country's giving up their own sovereignty. I guess I don't understand what you're getting at there, Dace. Well, and see, there's a rub for you though, Dice. That may come to a point where people are going to have to get away from the bread and circuses and start concentrating on what's important locally. Yeah, I seen that they passed San Francisco where they use robots for law enforcement now. Well, what they'll do, Tyson, is it'll be just like drones. They'll have a person controlling several of them who will be sitting back in their office or cubicle or whatever, running them, and just like a video game. So when it comes to certain situations, they'll have a big disconnect. They won't have any trouble shooting people down in cold blood. And I mean that quite literally. They won't give a shit about collateral damage at all. if the drones are being used in war hasn't taught people that, they ain't been paying attention. No, I don't think they can ride horses at the moment. They're Wanda, but they wouldn't need to. Leave it to San Francisco to beg for their own chains, that's for sure. Well, and you gotta watch the bullshit videos that people put out and go right to the real ones. And the stuff that their robots are doing right now, um, is only what they're showing people. They certainly aren't going to show you the capabilities that are being developed for DARPA. And the fact that they can have a big, huge ass robot that looks like a human, or at least humanish, going over uneven terrain and all that stuff without any troubles by themselves should really give people pause for thought. Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet, Rick. The thing of it is, we're being hit by so many different parts in society. Everything from our work to our food production to our law enforcement to our kids' education to our banks to our own identities. It's hard for one person just to pay attention to even a tenth of what's going on and being able to wade through the bullshit on top of it because, not only people who believe in bullshit that's putting bullshit out, the government also puts bullshit out to muddy the waters. And if people don't think they haven't been paying attention to that either, because they most certainly put out bullshit and wrap the truth up in it so people think it's all bullshit until it comes smacks them in the face. So separating what's true and what's not true is tough at times, but we are being hit from all sides. You think about in the past 2 years, everything from a person's livelihood to there was even threat of people's kids being taken away if they didn't abide by the old jib jab. They wanted to try to do that. Luckily, that didn't get pushed through, which would have been my line in the sand. That definitely would have been a hill I'd have died upon, no problem whatsoever. And that's the hardest part is keeping what's real and what's not real and trying to wade through the bullshit to find out what the real shit is a task in itself at times. What cracks me up is like on here, I get hit for misinformation twice now. But yet, we can have dancing naked yoga and all kinds of happy shit on YouTube, and that's just fine. Yep, Bananas, you're absolutely correct. That's just like down there what happened by your place. I wouldn't be a bit shocked one bit in the least if that wasn't, shall we say, sponsored. Casey, you're absolutely correct. And like with these platforms, they want to, or they have been, I shouldn't say they want to, they have been suppressing any productive discussion on any of these topics, where you can debate them and flesh them out and have an opinion and see whether it holds up. Well, things have certainly been planned for a while, Dice. There's no doubt about that. But I mean, you can go back and look at documents that in the past that will prove that out. All right, Uwe, you have a good one, buddy. You take care. Get well, my brother. Definitely get well, man. And the other problems that I shouldn't say problems, the other aspects of life is not enough people at this point in time have been affected to the point to where the people are saying, what the hell's going on here? But they're not really paying attention. And that's a problem too. They would much rather be entertained than to pay attention to what's going on. Oh, okay, Dace. Yeah. Definitely manufactured propaganda. But it's the subtle stuff that'll get you, not the look up. Not the blatant stuff. It's the little details sometimes that will get you. Oh yeah, there's always propaganda going on. It has been since they had the ability to use it. Their Dice always will. But it's being able to recognize it that's the problem. A lot of people can't, and then a lot of people believe some of the absolutely insane shit. Which is another thing you got to combat, because then they'll put truth wrapped up in insane shit, and people will either jump full in or believe none of it. If I told you by the year 2030 they want to have 15-minute cities, or as they put it, the idea of what they're trying to do there, people think you're nuts, but that's absolutely the goal. Alberta passed a sovereignty bill. No kidding, Brian. Isn't that interesting? Well, there's another one I'm going to have to watch. That ought to throw a big old monkey wrenching up there, shouldn't it, Brian? Yeah, that's the whole idea of the 15-minute city, Tyson, is CO2, climate change, basically, CO2 reduction. Yeah, and there's the rub. You want to make bets on him signing that? I'll be right back 1 minute, folks. Yeah, Bananas, he was actually trying to get his channel banned. And so far, the video's still up and they haven't banned his channel. Ha! Imagine that. Well, Dice, I also think that has a lot to do with plastics. Yeah, I find it wild that is still up and he hasn't been banned. I just, wow. That's just crazy. Maybe Tyson. Maybe. Who knows? I've seen stranger shit for sure. It's if it's legit, Casey. I'm gonna tell you a lot of that stuff I find is absolute bullshit. And believe me, I know that the government is capable of a lot of things. Anyways, folks, I do got to shut this down. I've got a little woman I got to get up and get around for work. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Yeah, assisted suicide. 1 out of 30 in Canada. And people don't think that that's that big, but that's over 3% of the deaths are now assisted suicide in Canada. That is absolutely insane. I don't even know what to think about that, Wanda. I really don't. All right, people. But anyways, I'm going to be out of here. I appreciate it. I hope everybody has a great evening and wish good health to everybody. And we're winning. We are. We just got to keep our eyes open and keep pushing. Keep exposing them for the idiots that they are. So, everybody have a good night. And I'm out of here in 3, 2, 1. And we'll see you later. Take care.